Gates fly open, racing. Missed it a half a length, Star Supreme. Going back, Muddy Waters. Off the inside, another of the debutants, Saxon Jewel, the first to leave. This will show you takes it on for the front. Star Supreme quickly improving. Outside of those, next is the Top Bar, being followed by Nicely Played. And in a very, very compact affair, it's Muddy Waters who brings up the tail of the field. They go along by the 600. The leader is This Will Show You, steadied up for Watson in front. Led the way by 3/4 over the favourite Star Supreme. Over on the outside of those, the Top Bar covering extra ground, but they haven't gone overly fast whatsoever. Muddy Waters is next in the second set of the Oakland colours. Back on the inside, Saxon Jewel, and Nicely Played there is still battling away as they go by the 250. Star Supreme quickly joined by the Top Bar. The Top Bar races to the lead, going past the 150, a length and a half to Star Supreme. This will show you. Nicely Played is finishing on pretty well, but it's the Top Bar holding them at bay. The Top Bar comes away, wins it more than a length. Second home, Nicely Played. Pushing up on the rail, Saxon Jewel made it interesting for third there with This Will Show You. Star Supreme dropped out, as did Muddy Waters, who finished last of the 6. Won the Top Bar, Clint Johnston Porter for the Durand stable. Wins the opening event. Takes its maiden now, the Top Bar, this session's 3-year-old in the Oakland Park colours. They raced this gelding here with John and Jenny Mars. Clint Johnston Porter there in the saddle, content to have it a little deeper in a muddlingly run race, and had them covered quite comfortably. Beats home Nicely Played, number 4, Pat Carberry, and third will go the way of Saxon Jewel, getting a dive on the inside of This Will Show You. Star Supreme couldn't go on, dropping out and beat only Muddy Waters to the post. The interim placings are 1, 4, 5 and 3. The Top Bar takes out race 1 by Sessions out of Paris Cracker. Nice family, trained by Adam Durant. Clint Johnston Porter aboard that winner. Nicely Played second by Nakoni from Legato, a Danehill mare. Luke Fernie and Pat Carberry for Kim Doak, also Maria Manfredini and Luke Fernie, and third placing Saxon Jewel by Saxon Warrior from Anzali Fadi and Mrs. G. Sedgwick, prepared by Sean and Jake Casey, handled there by Kesh Duran. 1 1/4 and a short head. Official margins we don't have a time to hand just yet on this soft 7 track for the first. Race 2, the Mrs. Max Maiden. It's also over 1,000 metres, and they'll go at 4 after 12. And in the next, no changes to come. We'll take you downstairs now. Here's Lockie after the running of the first for the day. And it's a maiden win out of the way for this 3-year-old, the Top Bar.
Thanks, Darren. Stylish victory it was, and as we've become accustomed to over the last 2 or 3 years, the stock of Sessions absolutely love getting their toe into the ground. Jace, this horse, he was 39 days between runs. He'd had a tick-over trial in between. What was the story out of his last start effort?
No, Adam just decided to give him a little freshen up, and then we give him a trial, Lark Hill, and he trialled really well, and yeah, off to the races. But no, there was no reason behind it, but probably just needed a little bit more time, bit of a freshen up.
Clearly the horse relished today's conditions. He was 3 deep the trip throughout, but there were horses to his inside that were clearly struggling in the going. He wasn't the case at all.
No, he travelled really well. They had tempo of the race. It was only steady, but we were 3 deep, but he just travelled into it so easy. Probably looked like Clint had a good hold of him, and he just wanted to run off on the corner a little bit, just had his head cocked to the side. So I think he's still got a lot of upside, and there's still a lot of learning, and he's still a little bit raw, but yeah, it's how you like to see him win.
You mentioned the fact that he's raw, he's green, but is he the type of horse that has the scope to improve out over 1,200 in time as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like he's still only learning his trade, so you know, it's hard to say what distance will be his pet distance, but I think once he learns to chill out, relax, and do things right, I think yeah, 1,200 shouldn't be a problem.
You'll saddle up Admiration Express in your own right in the Blue Spec Stakes later on today. What do you make of her chances?
Yeah, look, she's in good order. it's even race, and if she repeats her last run, I think she's in with a good chance.
Well done here and good luck later today.
Thank you.
There's Jason Miller after the win of Top Bar, and here is Clint Johnson-Porter catching up with Scotty.
Brings up his first victory as well. CJP joins us now. Clint, small field, got caught a little bit deep, but it didn't look like they were going overly fast for a 1,000-metre race.
No, I sort of had a look to drag back behind Chris, and I thought, oh, we're not going fast enough to be doing that, so I just stayed wide. He was been a little bit untractable in the run too, wanted to get his head up and over race a little bit, so I was probably more comfortable being out there than trying to half reverse park on someone.
And it's probably the same as his trial. He looks like he's got plenty to learn.
Yeah, he's just a big raw baby, and he's learning it every time he goes around, and he'll just get better every start he has, and every trial he has he'll progressively get better on.
Adam set him out as far as 1,400 metres. That was only 1,000, so it looks like nothing's really going to worry him in terms of distance.
I don't think distance is worry, just what races he finds and what competition he goes up against.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
There's Clint Johnson-Porter starting his day on a winning note. He combines with the very much in form Adam Durant and the Top Bar to take out the first at Belmont Park.